Hey, good morning. It's Wednesday, May 29th, and we're going to try and solve today's New York Times crossword puzzle. 41-day streak, that's not too bad. And I don't typically do Wednesdays, but I saw that this one was constructed by Gene Breen and Jeff Chen. Jeff Chen of xwordinfo.com fame. And typically, it seems like people reach out to Jeff when they have an idea that they need some help executing. So I'm hoping, and sort of a general trend that I've kind of noticed. I don't really know how true it is, but I'm hoping and guessing that perhaps when this is a interesting Wednesday themer that Gene came up with, and Jeff helped kind of dial it in. So that would be my hope. Otherwise, we're just doing a Wednesday and could be boring, but hey, not the end of the world. Not a whole lot to report, except that my Celtics are going to the NBA Finals. We got a week to rest, and hopefully that the Western Conference games go, I don't know, stretch out a little bit. It wasn't a sweep. The Timberwolves avoided the sweep last night, so it's going to at least 5 games. But anyways, yeah, Celtics, and starting to get busy summertime around the mountains here. We've got couple shows coming up. Got a sold out show on Friday at the amphitheater I manage, and yeah, it's starting to feel like summer. Had a cookout last night and some people over for poker. And anyways, you don't care. I don't know why I keep telling you, because you don't care. I'm sure of it. So let's solve this puzzle, because that's something you do care about, right? So that was enough ado, and now we can ado it. All right, for something greeting card section. That's probably for mom. Oust. Wins over. Word said with feigned innocence. I feel like that's moi. Move at a snail's pace. How some cafe is served. I think it's going to be cafe au lait with milk. Vodka plus coffee liqueur plus Irish cream plus heavy cream. What? Skimpy. Is that like, I was going to say like scanty, but that's kind of simple. They're similar. Feeder filler is oats. Producer of the milk for Roquefort cheese is a U. Light brown, probably tan. Some LG products are like HD TVs. Light rum, dark rum, orange juice, passion fruit syrup. So, I mean, I guess these are just like cocktail recipes. Is this all going to tie together somehow? Oh boy. Sharing word is ours, probably. One of the Gilligan's Island castaways. Well, Skipper would fit, but so would Marianne, and not the professor, but his wife would fit. So we're going to come back to that. Something Miss, Ole Miss. One-time host with the segment Jaywalking. That's got to be Jay Leno. Teacher in a temple. Rum, brandy, pineapple juice. Not great with cocktails. Jimmy Smits from NYPD Blue. Pitch. Is that like toss or hurl? Structure that's subject to hydrostatic pressure. Josh, who was once married to Fergie. Oh, Josh Duhamel, right? Josh Duhamel. The hotel chain is Omni. It's funny, like I worked in hotels, including a number of upscale hotels, and the only reason I'm aware of Omni hotels really is because of crossword puzzles. I feel like I feel like it's overrepresented in crosswords. I'm coming back to those. I can't think with all this racket. Like shush. Losing tic-tac-toe line, there's a lot of those. Braves are Atlanta. Funny how some of these teams had to rename and some didn't. And it's like, I mean, Braves is probably less derogatory than Redskins, but still, let's move on. The Acropolis now. Is that a ruin? Must be ruin. Horrify. Ruthless ruler. Green eyed monster. Is that do ogres have green eyes? Or Yeti. Nail polish brand is that like Opa or something? Sherlock Holmes or Hercule Poirot. Those are like, I think they were both detectives, right? Hard Knocks, like raps maybe, like rap on the door. Catch in the Act, Nab. All right, so pretty quick, under 4 minutes. We got a lot filled in. There's an odd theme going on that I have not cracked, but we'll try. We'll keep trying. This one I don't. Let me think about that. Like this could be like, So is this like for her? Him? An IOU, right? In the thick of things, so to speak. In the thick of things. Mid stream? Right? Midstream? Olympic gymnast with 5 moves named for her. Like, I want to say this is Simone Biles, but is it just called a Biles? Is this boot? House boot? On it? Yeah, boot. OCD? Okay. Let's say this is Biles and boot. Currency debut of 2002 is the euro. I traveled. I took my sophomore. I took fall semester sophomore year off to go backpacking in Europe, and it was the fall of 2001. So we still had all of the different currencies in every country we went to. I think we went to 13 countries. We had, change funds. And then, like, right after that, they brought the euro and everything became so much easier. And anywho, photo gallery on one's phone. Apricot or peach? In the manner of its Allah. Believer in the principle of I and I for the physical and spiritual selves. Italy's fashion capital is Milan. That was not one of the places that we went on our backpacking trip. Jewel, I don't know. This is mudslide, right? Okay, so it's just the ingredients of this cocktail, I guess. Peter filler suet, SUVs, okay. Droll is like rye, right? Ungula. Oh, hoof. Those are hoofed animals. Dulls pain. What is this? Chill. Taken as a whole. Is that like in all, maybe? Market focused channel is. I was going to say C-SPAN. MSNBC, like market focused channel. So this is Marianne. When I was younger, we used to go to a bar called Marianne's a lot in Cleveland Circle, outside of, like, in Brookline, Massachusetts. Marianne's, yeah. Beamed. A birdie flies in this. Whew. Oh, badminton. Absurd is inane, right? Noon is midi. Is what is this? Oh, Men's Health. I guess I missed that clue completely. Did I catch this one? Chill. Themed, like let up. A flaming. Oh, lit up. There we go. Flaming something. Chill is hang. Okay. And this is a hurricane. I'm getting there. CNBC. There we go. This looks like rabbi. Teacher in the temple, rabbi. Photo gallery on one's phone. Where am I? Turn off courses to veer. This is a flaming volcano, I guess. What is this? Oh, camera roll. There we go. Camera roll. All right. Leave out, omit. Pitch is to sell. Do a slow burn is smolder. Back of the boat is aft. Avignon affirmatives are always. Ways to go. This is what each of the starred clues is. Ways to go. Paths. Out. Small group of trees. Is that like a grove? Quiet. Places to dock are keys. Invitation requests RSVP. I don't know what that is. Developer's purchase is a lot, maybe? A lot of land. What is this? In a trance. So this is a disaster. Yeah, okay. Certain. This is, rib. Oops. Wins over. Charms. Skimpy is measly. As it's with what each of the stars, a recipe for disaster. Recipe for disaster. Interesting. Okay. So like, I like this. This is cool. These are each recipes for these beverages, and each of the beverages is named after a natural disaster: mudslide, hurricane, flaming volcano. That's cool. I like it. Losing. So this must be OXO, right? Because those are the only things that would really make sense with the recipe. Horrify is appall. How do you spell appall? Ruthless. Leader's a despot. And roads, expel, hops, sleuth. All right, so 1144, like, this wasn't the delicious, challenging Thursday-esque puzzle I was hoping for, but it delivered. I mean, I think that's a really cool theme and an interesting, kind of new idea for a theme. I'm into it. I like it. We had mudslide and hurricane and flaming volcano, recipe for disaster. And I don't like some of these other things like ruin, appall. There's a couple others where I was like, oh, okay, those kind of all are in line with disastery things. Yeah, I don't know. For a Wednesday, that's pretty darn good. I liked it. I didn't. There probably would have tweaked some of the cluing, I guess. And there's a little bit of trivia stuff, but overall, I don't know, pretty nice and smooth. So I hope you had a smooth solve too. For him, greeting card section, like I feel like it's like for dad or for brother or for the man of my dreams or like whatever. For him, like most greeting cards are more specific than that. They're, I don't know, tailored to a specific relationship in your life. So I didn't love that. Oust is boot. Wins over his charms, moi. Did we have some other French in here too? Oh, Olay. So that's a little bit excessive in French. Inch is to move at a snail's pace. Cafe au lait, mudslide. I don't think I've ever had a mudslide. It sounds good. It sounds like it might give me a stomach ache though. Skimpy is measly. Suet is what, pig fat or something. You Roquefort. I'm not. There's like three kinds of cheese that I eat, and I celebrate the rest of them. They're all delicious, and if you handed me a big board of cheeses, I would eat them. But I don't. I don't know. I mean, if you ask me to identify Roquefort cheese in a cheese lineup, probably not so much. Um, yeah, don't think I could do it. It's like the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade when he has like pick the Holy Grail, pick the cup of Christ, and it's like I'm lost. Is that a bad analogy? Probably. Light brown is tan. HD TVs, Hurricane. I like it. Yeah, I'm into it. Sharing word is ours. Marianne. God, just thinking of all the stupid nights we went to stupid Marianne's and stupid Cleveland Circle. What an awful place. Ole Miss, Jay Leno, Rabbi, Flaming Volcano. This reminds me of an old Simpsons episode when Homer invents the Flaming Homer and then Moe steals credit and calls it the Flaming Moe. Um, so it all comes back to the Simpsons one way or the other. Jimmy Smiths. If you asked me to pick Jimmy Smith out of a lineup, probably couldn't do it. Pitch is to sell. Dam. Hydrostatic pressure. Josh Duhamel. I mean, I mentioned that there's some tough trivia. This is very much what I was talking about. Josh Duhamel was, I mean, he's an actor, but like, I, I can't really picture him and I can't really think of anything he's been in. And I don't know. Omni, recipe for quiet. Recipe for quiet. That sounds nice. OXOATL. Ruin, appall, disaster. Boy, lots of negative stuff in this one. Despot, envy, opie, sleuth. I don't know who Hercule Poirot is, but um, I mean, I know the name, and I was pretty sure he was a detective, and so sleuth works. Rap snab. I owe you. This is not a very good corner here. I don't like the size of these answers. Like this corner, this corner of the grid should be bigger, like a 4x4 at least, instead of this little 3x3 deal kind of. This little nook. Yeah. I owe you, him, moi. Not great. In the thick of things, midstream. Yeah, that works. Simone Biles on it. OCD. We have OCD, OXO, OPI, OLE. Wow, so that's four different answers that are three letters beginning with O. This isn't three letters, but it's got my attention as well. The Euro. Also mentioned my history with the Euro. Camera roll is, in fact, where your photos are. Hugh. Allah, Rasta, I and I for the physical and spiritual selves. Yeah, okay. Milan, Jules Stein. Again, like that's someone I've heard of. Tough though. Like I don't until it filled itself in. I was not sure where it was going, and the fact that it's Stein with a Y makes it extra tough. SUVs, rye, hoof, dulls, chill. I mean, hang. In all, CNBC. Boy, I said I liked this puzzle, and going through it, there's a lot of fill I don't like. Men's health with cover exclamations like "bigger biceps." That's pretty funny. Lit up. Badminton. Hmm. Whew, pardon me. Badminton. I was just going to say my buddy Kevin, who my dad goes sailing with every year, he's a British guy, and I want to say he's a badminton coach. Either way, he has a very serious, passionate relationship with a sport that I associate with killing time in gym class. But I guess at the higher levels, badminton's pretty hardcore. Inane, midi, veer, omit, smolder, aft, wheeze, roads, expel, cops, keys, RSVP, Apu. What is this? The Apu trilogy. Oh, so that'd be Apu from The Simpsons and about the racism sort of fundamental to his character, I'm guessing. I don't know much about that. I know that I love The Simpsons, and I know that Apu was certainly a racist stereotype. But I'm pretty sure when there was backlash about it, they just stopped having him speak. Uh, I should probably look into the history of this, but I'm pretty sure that when people were upset about Apu, they just stopped writing lines for him, which is almost worse. I don't know. The idea that this guy wrote 3 books about it, though, is pretty surprising. I'm surprised that there's 3 books worth of content on this topic. And I haven't seen an episode of The Simpsons in like 20 years, so I don't know. Lot, Ina, Ipa, Rib. A lot of 3-letter stuff. I mean, just way too many 3-letter answers, which is one of my all-time pet peeves. But it was kind of saved for me by this theme, which I thought was really nice and a really creative theme that, just it really worked. Would have been nice if perhaps there was like one more theme answer, but that could be a lot to ask. I mean, could we have figured out a way to get Mai Tai down here? Or not? That's not a disaster. Are there any other disaster drinks? I don't know. Probably. Again, not a bartender, not a cocktail guy, so I don't know. Anyways, I'm just rambling. It's later in the day, 8:22. I mean, recently I've been doing solves like before 7 a.m. And I would think that I'd be like sharper at 8:22, but doesn't seem so. Just kind of rambling like a 6:22 idiot. So I don't know. That's really about it. I'm glad I did the live solve. I don't know. I usually prefer to do puzzles that are a bit harder, but this gave us plenty to talk about, and it's not the worst waste of time. Yeah, that's about it. I got stuff going on the next couple days. Tomorrow we host a high school graduation, but I don't have to be there early, so I'm going to try to do a live solve in the morning. Friday I have like a really big day, really long day, and I'm hoping I can potentially squeeze one in that morning as well. But you won't likely see me on Saturday or Sunday, so your loss. Oh well. I think that's about it. I don't really have a whole lot to say more here, and we did it. We got our gold star, and that's what we came for. So, mission accomplished. But yeah, I hope that your week is off to a strong start, and that you're catching good weather wherever you are and starting to feel like summer. Do me a favor, click the like button, and I know you liked it. Even if you didn't like it, frankly, you could still click that button, and I'd be okay with it. And subscribe to my channel. Some guy subscribed to my channel recently, if you're watching, and he said I reminded him of another YouTuber named Northern Lion, which I don't know. Actually, I don't even know if that's a YouTuber. He just said you remind me of Northern Lion. I assume that's a YouTuber, and I'm hoping that that's a compliment. But anyways, thanks for subscribing. That's killer. And that's about it. But keep puzzling, and I hope you join me again next time for another live solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.